This first appendix follows, chronologically, two tornado chasers in the Oklahoma Panhandle on May 5, 1993. John Davies describes the supercell as he moves south out of Kansas. Dave Keller describes the storm as he moves to the north from Texas. The two chasers eventually meet. The producer is indebted to them for the use of their video and for their distinctly contrasting styles.
Look at this stuff. Look at that. That's looking straight up. I'm straight up. Okay, looking to the east, up the road. To the east, straight up, this bulgy stuff out of the anvil. Look at this anvil. A little notch, RFD notch on the left-hand side there. Yeah, storm structure looking better, mustache-like. Here, we got to look at it. For all you meteorologists in the crowd, this big mustache shape going up the core, off to the back south side, back to the action front center. Attempting to center properly. Well, we have a teeny-weeny tornado if you go by that thing of dust in the ground that I claim to have seen. Now, I don't know what's back here. This could be a second spin-up mezzo back to the southwest of the main one back here. Can't keep my eye on it much, and I don't know if the camera has a better view of it or what. There, over the irrigation stuff. Yeah, I can't see it at all. Hey, there it is. There it goes. A couple little vortices. Oh, three vortices. As the road turns, stop and get some steady pictures. Okay, looking southwest from a point that's probably somewhere about 15 to 20 miles east of Guyman, Oklahoma. A large tornado on the ground. Looks like an HP supercell with a lot of the rain wrapping around the tornado. You can see the flange shape on the southeast side of the storm where the inflow's coming in. The tornado's in the lower right-hand corner. And also in the rain, you can see the flange on the right-hand side there, just to the right of the tornado. And then rain coming down along the edge of the flange and then to the northeast up to where my location is and north of me. Can't really see the tornado anymore for the rain. Don't know if it's still there or not. That's one reason HP storms are so dangerous, is the rain can really hide the tornado. Could be the tornado's getting up to its mature stage, so it's wrapping more rain around the mesocyclone. I decided to stick it out at this location because in watching the clouds move and the rain band and the tornado that I can't really see in there, I can tell that it's moving from left to right, so it would probably pass to my north, so I think I'm okay. The hail never did really cut loose other than a few pieces of golf ball size fell out in the field here in front of me. Now I want you to notice that on the left side of the rain shaft in there, there's another lowering developing. I don't know if that's another tornado trying to develop or what. You can see this thing is really rotating. Look at the striations in the flanged base on the east and southeast side with the inflow coming into it. Very pretty to look at, but a very dangerous storm. I think I'm going to stay right about where I'm at and see what happens. The storm should pass just to my north. If it looks otherwise, I will retreat back to the south. Just beautiful storm from a visual perspective. I really question whether there's a tornado in there right now, but still you can see, look at the inflow. It's really picked up there. At least there's quite a beaver tail. It wasn't there just a minute ago, and that's going right into that. And so that's definitely rotating, so I better not say that there's not a tornado in there. There very definitely could be. That's your mesocyclone.
What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? Sure looks like a funnel to me. Look at the ground. This would, of course, be the second tornado of the day, or the third, actually. 50% rule. Panning over to this other updraft area. Yeah, it's not rotating. It's not a tornado. It's not a funnel. That is a funnel.
Starting to get a beaver tail from the northeast now, looking northwest. It kind of comes into the storm. The storm's losing a little bit of its flange shape, but you can see there's quite an inflow from the due east also going, it looks like, to kind of that point right in there where there's a hint of a lowering. So probably should keep an eye on it because we may get something else to spin up in there. Again, there's the beaver tail from the northeast. I'm looking northwest. Kind of points into the middle there. And then here's some inflow coming from the due east or slightly east-southeast going right into that center section. This is really juicy coming in here, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. It's all rotating into there, so we got a tornado forming. Looks like it's trying to. Here's the beaver tail going into it with kind of a flange shape to it. Looks like it's going to try to do it again here. What this would be probably a new mesocyclone or mesocyclone core that has formed to the east-southeast of where the old one was back in the rain way off to the northwest at this point. It looks like we got a tornado. Can't tell if there's circulation on the ground or not. Thing is, it doesn't look like there's a good rear flank downdraft to help it at this point, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's go in close on it. I can hear some chasers somewhere off to my south yelling. It's on the ground. It's almost like the tornado's fighting outflow that's pushing it back to the south or something. Like I said, it seems to be having trouble getting going because there's not a good rear flank downdraft in there. Got another supercell developing way off to the southwest there, potentially. So we may be here a good bit of the evening, who knows.
To show you the north flank of this puppy. Awesome. Almost as smooth as you could ever want it. Not good views, all right.
What a beaut. It's done this in about 2 minutes. We'll zoom out all the way. Zoom in a little bit. Put some datage. This is John Davies.
Looks like it's moving due north. Unusual to see wedges out here moving due north. Just met Dave Keller. In fact, there's Dave now. As the tumbleweed blows away, we can see the inflow. Tumbleweed tracers, right? This seems to be out in open country, so I hope it's not doing damage to too much property or hurting anybody. Looking northwest now, big tornado still on the ground. Moving due north. Starting to wrap up in rain again. You can see the north side, but not the south side. Looks like a rain curtain coming around from the south. another flank downdraft right behind it there. Sorry about that.
An hour, 2 minutes later, says it all. I'm gonna zoom and I'm doing other stuff. Do-da, do-da. That clear notch that goes all the way around it from there to there. Cool. Oh, view of the storm. Frisbee stacks here. Holy cow, this is fantabulous up here. Look at this structure out of the flank, into the anvil. It's great. Here's our friendly tornado. Wondering what this car is going to do. Here is, oh, stripes galore. I hope you can see that. Stripes around the northeast flank of it. Stripes, 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 stripes. 4, 5, 6 stripes. Texas chasers. Inflow to the north. Here's a mid-level shelf. That's directly to the west. Almost overhead the flank. Oh, look at way up there. Way up there. Right under the anvil, corkscrew into it. Incredible. Lightning to the southwest of the door. Look at the structure of this thing. The clear slot around it, dust on the bottom, this clear area around it, the cloud wrapping around. Pretty cool. That's for the meteorologists. Look to the right, this leading edge of the wall cloud hanging down. Is that going to do another tornado? Guess what? Huginson's 4 miles away. Might be time, since this appears to be roping out and making a big dust swirl, to try and get ahead of it. Let's go power off. That low-hanging scud that I talked to you about earlier is more than that. It is the most beautiful swirl with a very nice tornado in the middle of it. I hope we're seeing this. Time is 8:30. I'm at mile 401.2, somewhere around 3 Mile East Road, 3 miles south and east of Hewitton. Car stuff I don't want to look at. I don't know what I've got here, I'm sorry. I can turn the gain up too, that'd be cool. It's a nice tornado. Kind of fat, chunky. Whitish, the big collar around it. They're flashing up ahead. 2 vehicles. There's a trailer thing, and yeah, a guy behind me wants to get ahead.
Don't know how much battery I have left. But here's the old tornado roping out, and here's a new one forming right there. It's still on the ground. If you look closely, it's in there. On the right side is the rope. And then there's a new mesocyclone core forming to the northwest of the other tornado. Thought we were going to have a merger there for a moment. But instead, there's the newly forming tornado. Very hard to see. It's getting dark. The other tornado, I think, is gone. But we just saw a handoff to a new tornado. And the new tornado actually formed to the northwest north-northwest of the old tornado as it roped out. My camera's giving me some funny things here. It says battery, and then it'll quit saying it, so I don't know how much juice I have left. We have a very interesting storm here, obviously. Still very large tornado on the ground. It's getting dark. Tornado's going to pass east of Hugoton. I'm looking to the northwest. This is a fascinating storm. If you look in here, here's your rear flank downdraft. There's the battery flashing at me again. There's your rear flank downdraft, and it's all rain. It's wet. There's no clear areas in it. It's wet. There's been some lightning in there. There's the tornado. Got quite an entourage following this. Starting to get the old battery flash again here, son. Huge tornado still on the ground. It's going to move just east of Hugoton. Again, my camera, I can't figure out whether it's got juice or not, so I'm just yeah, I am concerned. It seems to be on the map moving pretty much toward Moscow, Kansas. I sure hope it doesn't do anything. This thing's a very large tornado. It could be, I'm sure it's probably at least F3, and it could even be a violent intensity.